The active noise cancelling headphone market is increasingly becoming more and more competitive these days because we have experienced companies releasing second, third, or fourth generations of their products. We have giant companies that want to get in on the action. And we have other companies that just want to bolster their declining smartphone sales by giving you a free pair of headphones if you pre-order their shiny new, marginally better smartphone. Now, there's no way I'm going to be able to cover all of the new ANC headphones that were released this year, but we're going to look into the new $350 ANC headphones that were released in the second half of 2018. I'm going to let you know what I think we have to look forward to in 2019, and here are a few ideas and suggestions that I would like to see implemented into future ANC headphones. The reason we're looking at these $350 ANC headphones today is because the market has pretty much dictated that $350 is the most people are willing to pay for premium ANC headphones. Anything more than that means you're buying ANC headphones that are made out of finer materials, or Apple courageously released their own rumored ANC headphones. For those who don't know, the Sony 2000XM3s are currently my favorite and most recommended ANC headphones. I think the Microsoft Surface headphones are a really good first try, but do have room for improvement, and I would avoid the AKG and 700NCs at all costs. But if you want to pick up these or any other ANC headphones mentioned in this video, I'll have links in the description below, and if you use those links, it really helps out the channel. Now, the first thing anyone should consider when picking out a pair of ANC headphones is their design, build quality, and most importantly, fit. Headphones like the Sony 2000XM3, Bose QC35, and Sennheiser PXC550s have a subtle but professional looking design that are going to look good on almost anyone who wears them. But there are other headphones like the Microsoft Surface headphones, Beats Studio 3, and Bowers & Wilkins PX that have a more stylized design or come in loud bright colors that some people like while others don't. And like I said in the full review, I like how the Surface headphones look. But the thing all of these ANC headphones have in common is that they're aiming for a low profile headband and ear cup design. And this is what most people are looking for. Whereas there are other headphones like the AKG N700NCs and Sony XB950N1 that just have these thick headbands and huge ear cups that stick out, that in short just make people feel embarrassed when they wear them out in public. So if companies want to stay competitive, they don't just have to continue making good looking headphones, they need to continue to shrink them down and make them as low profile as possible. But obviously, anytime you try to shrink a product down, it makes it hard to stick other components inside, like the battery. Now, ANC headphones these days have an average battery life of about 25 hours with ANC turned on. There are exceptions to this, like the Surface headphones clocking in at 15 hours, and the Sony's overachieving at 30 hours. And for the most part, a 25-hour battery life on headphones should last most people about a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks in between charges. So I don't think headphone manufacturers should spend a lot of time trying to increase that number. But I do think it would be pretty cool if we saw a pair of headphones that could be used to charge your phone. It would be even cooler if you could charge your phone with your headphones wirelessly. I know Xiaomi or Huawei already has a pair of wireless earbuds that can be used to charge their phone. But something I really do see headphones improving on in 2019 is their fast charging. For a while, the Beats Studio 3s had the best fast charging where 10 minutes got you 3 hours. But now Sony turned it up a notch because 10 minutes gets you 5 hours. So I really do see headphones improving and flaunting their fast charging feature to entice heavy commuters. But another thing I want to see improved in 2019 is wireless connectivity. One of my biggest gripes with the Sony 2000XM3s is that they can only be connected to one device at a time, which makes switching from your phone to your computer on a regular basis a hassle. And this is the case with a lot of other ANC headphones. Whereas there are other headphones like the Surface headphones and the Bose QC35s that can be connected to 2 or more devices at the same time. I just want to see multi-device connectivity become more common on ANC headphones because this is one of those features you're really going to miss when you don't have it anymore. Now, whenever a new smartphone is released, the key main improvements people are looking for are speed, battery life, and camera quality. And the version of this for ANC headphones is fit, sound quality, and ANC Performance. In general, the active noise cancellation in ANC headphones is designed to block out constant low-frequency sounds like road noise, the constant hum of an AC unit, or the jet on a plane. But what separates good ANC headphones from great ANC headphones is also being able to block out random high-frequency sounds like chatter. In the ANC test you just heard, you may have noticed that the AKGs did a better job of blocking out road noise than chatter. The Surface headphones were able to block out more noise than the AKGs in general, and the Sonys not only blocked out the most amount of road noise, they also did a much better job of blocking out chatter. But another thing to take into consideration with ANC headphones is the amount of cabin pressure their ANC produces. Headphones like the Bose QC35s and JBL Everest Elite just have a lot of cabin pressure, making them very uncomfortable to wear for some people like myself. Whereas there are other headphones like the Surface headphones and Sennheiser 4.5 OBTNCs that have a very mild amount of pressure that's much more manageable. And there are other headphones that have almost no cabin pressure like the 1000 XM3s that still manage to block out a lot of sound. But it's my hope that in 2019 we start to see even better active noise cancellation that's able to block out more noise with less and less cabin pressure. But even though active noise cancellation is great and all, it does hinder your headphone's sound quality. With active noise cancellation turned on, the soundstage and instrument separation is narrowed on a lot of ANC headphones, and the bass on some headphones starts to sputter more frequently. And in some cases, some ANC headphones don't get as loud as they could with ANC turned on. So whenever you want to get the best sound quality out of your ANC headphones, you should listen to them with ANC turned off. And again, as we head into 2019, I would really like to see improvements in ANC technology, where it's not just blocking out a lot more noise with less cabin pressure, but doing so without affecting your sound quality. And a lot of ANC headphones these days are also bringing extra features where they'll pump in the ambient sound around you, giving the headphones an open back effect. And having this type of feature on headphones is especially useful if you plan on walking around with them in the city on your commute to work. This feature allows you to have your headphones on and listen to your music, but still be aware of your surroundings. The only thing is that I want companies to remember is to implement this feature correctly, as in prioritizing people's voices instead of straight up noise pollution, looking at you, Microsoft, and shutting off the feature when a random loud sound occurs so you don't suffer any blaring sirens or jump scares, AKG. But still, this is one of those features I want to see become more and more common on ANC headphones, because it's sorely lacking on other popular headphones like the Bose QC35s and Beats Studio 3. But the number one feature I know for a fact that's going to make a very big push on ANC headphones in 2019 is going to be the integration of voice assistants. And headphones like the Bose QC35s, Sony's whole headphone lineup, and the Surface headphones have some type of voice assistant integration. Hey Cortana, what is the current price of Microsoft?
Microsoft is at 106.5, trading up 3.38% as of 3:34 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
And personally, I really like having voice assistants built into my headphones. Besides making you feel like a very cheap version of Iron Man, voice assistants in headphones read out notifications to you as they come in, and you can interact with them very quickly. But I would like to see more headphones take the Bose route where they support more than one voice assistant so you can choose which one to use, unlike Sony, which is strictly Google Assistant. And I would also like to see more headphones where you can activate your voice assistant by just saying the hot word like with Cortana on the Surface headphones, just as long as there's voice mapping so not just anyone can run up to you and pull up your voice assistant and try to mess with you. But more importantly, if ANC headphones are commonly going to have voice assistants, we need them to start coming with a dedicated voice assistant button. Right now on both Sony's and Bose's headphones, in order to use your voice assistant, you have to press down on the physical button on the headphones and then talk. What's the current price of Bitcoin?
1 BTC equals 3,740 United States dollars.
And there's nothing wrong with pressing this button. It's a very efficient and accurate way to talk to your assistant. My problem with Sony's and Bose's method is that if you want to use this feature, you end up sacrificing some functionality on your headphones. With the Sony's, you won't be able to manually cycle between having ANC turned on, off, or ambient mode, and on the Bose, you won't be able to manually toggle the level of your ANC. Things that I like to adjust on my headphones on a regular basis and don't want to have to pull out my phone every single time I want to toggle them. So if ANC headphones are going to have voice assistants, we want to be able to use them without having to sacrifice any functionality on our headphones like we do today. And finally, the last thing I want to see improved on ANC headphones for 2019 is their microphone sound quality. The microphone sound quality on some ANC headphones can be very hit or miss sometimes. And it's kind of like how Linus complains that laptops these days are still coming with some very crappy webcams. And the microphone sound quality can be very important for working professionals that want to take phone calls with these headphones. But overall, as we close out 2018, the number one ANC headphones to beat right now are the Sony 1000XM3. They look good, they fit well, they sound good, and they currently have the best active noise cancellation on the market. But even though they're very good, they still have room for improvement. The 1000XM3s lack multi-device connectivity, I want to see an additional dedicated voice assistant button, and I would like a faster and more efficient way to switch from ANC to ambient mode similar to what the Surface headphones has going on with their dials. But still, as 2018 comes to an end, you can't go wrong with picking up the 1000XM3s. But I'm still very excited to see what 2019 brings to this increasingly competitive ANC headphone market. I have some pretty high hopes for Bose, Sennheiser, and Apple. If you made it this far, I guess you enjoyed the video, so hit that like button and get subscribed. It helps out more than you realize. Support the channel by clicking on the links down below, and I'll catch you next time.